Grand rise on, grand rise on. All praise be to the Most High, living one, don't serve, not the dead. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Barakadosh. Brothers and sisters, keep doing the work. There's a lot of red going on. Seeing red, fires, blood being shed, all of that. All these things shall come upon the earth, but the Father says shall not come upon thee. Is that you, Isaac? Is that you? Are you marked and sealed by the Lord of our salvation? For redemption is at hand. I see. Think about all the unholy places. All the unholy places. You know what I mean? On the earth. You go somewhere and people acting crazy. It's an unholy place to me. You know, it's just people just going off about everything. And the Father say, all these things shall come upon the earth. What's that? Everything under the sun. You know what I mean? You know, but blaze on. Blaze on, I say. Who shall stand in that great and terrible day of our Lord? Our Lord? Our Lord. I say, our Lord? Is he really ours? You know what I mean? If there's division and enmity between two people and they can't walk on one accord because they have a different perspective about life, it's going to be a conflict because one's going to try to force the other one to do it their way. You know, we got this same tool we got to use. We got the same material that we have to use, and it's us two. He wanted this way, I wanted this way. He wanted this way, he wanted. See what I'm saying? So, how many men rule one house? How many men rule one house? Say people need to worry about their own house. You know what I mean? Hey, did I get bit by a bug? I hope not. That's by me. Aye. Damn. Yeah, apple of his eye. You know, meditation. Once you start doing it, can you stop, basically? Because you're always thinking anyway, what you thinking about? You know what I'm saying? If you go about somewhere and you say, I am a Hebrew, I'm an Israelite. And they say, no, you ain't. You're just like me, ninja. You're just like me. How? Tell me how I'm like you. Well, let me count the weeks. We're on the earth, you know, I can't help that. I can't help. Can you help that you're stuck on the earth with some people? You know, you try to avoid people because people come with trouble and problems. You know what I mean? Straight up. Because what has been given, their lot. Their lot. And so the only thing they can do is come up against you if everything's going right for you. Everything just seems to fall in place. You know what I mean? Everything just seems to fall in place. But the Father said he prepares a place. You know, if there's a table in the presence of your enemies. Your enemies. Damn it, man, wake up. If I'm at the table that the Father prepared for me and you come, throwing everything off, snatching all the goodies, the feast is it over? Or will be another prepared? And what will happen to you for you disrupting the table that the Father has prepared? Is if you're not doing something to someone and you're trying to go with the flow of life, I ain't talking about no lukewarm shit neither. Straight up. You know, you're solid. You're standing in what you believe and know to be true. But others outside of you seem like they have the right to tell you how to live and conduct your life. Live and conduct your life as they're there every step of the motherfucking way. They're there Every motherfucking step of the way. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Who the fuck is there every step of the way? I'll wait. I'll wait. Who's with you 24/7? What person is with you 24/7? What a good life. What a good life. They say that's off grid. We ain't gotta do that no more. Moving on up to the east side. Where beans don't burn, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's an everlasting covenant. Promises was made. Promises was made. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Restoration. Restoration. You know, if it wasn't for the elect's sake, I say, it's the Bible says, no flesh would be saved. Look at all the flesh that's going away. And people will think I'm cruel. And they say the Father's cruel. But look at what people do to their neighbors. Near and far. Near and far. For the devil has come down with a great wrath, for him knows it has a short time. Hey, see, what's going on? Spear checker, checker then. Y'all are on the wall of can I make my election? I could try. I could try. But you know, the thing about that is still at the end of the day, that is truly up to the Most High title, Yahweh, my Lord, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, for Yasharallah, for Yasharallah, the 12 tribes, 12,000 from each. What? What? Who am I if I'm not part of your clan? Who am I if I haven't walked with you? Wouldn't I have to tell you? Wouldn't I have to tell you? 'Cause I know not who the fuck you are. And someone else said, depart from me, for I never knew you. Man, how many people can you say that to in a day? Depart from me, man, I ain't never knew you. I ain't never knew you. And wouldn't it be the truth? I see. But yeah, I'm in this because, I gotta get at it. That daily bread, I say. And let that manna rain from the heavens, abundance unto the children and the chosen, the elect, those that's out there doing the work on the highways and the byways, crying out for the lamentation done, the abomination done in the midst of her. We're like, damn, people do all this stuff. You ain't doing nothing but spreading the word and worshiping whom you serve. And people get mad and say something wrong with these ninjas. Well, that lady said it. The biggest problem we have is the so-called African American black in America. Why? I don't even know you, lady. I don't know you, lady. And you're somebody's mother, You got a lot of groceries out. You put them in the car. But hey, I'm a problem. I'm a problem. Well, what can I do about that? Nothing. I can only be me. I am who I am. No, the fuck you are. Go about your business. Got 6 months to 10 years, like 6 months to 10 to mine, and we probably never meet. Going in different directions. I say straight and narrow, it's bad. Wide and broad. Wide and broad. You way over there, way over here. The hell? You know what I mean? That don't even make no sense. God damn it. Whatever. You know what I mean? All praise be to the Most High Living One. Don't serve nothing dead. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rabadash.